You most likely already know that last year was the 50th anniversary of Atari's founding back in 1972. And to celebrate that 50th anniversary, man, Atari threw everything at the wall to see what would stick in terms of celebrating their anniversary. One of those many things they did was to launch this line of cartridges called Atari XP carts. Now these are original Atari 2600 titles re-released in a collector's package that includes a patch and a sticker and a reprint of the manual and a much redesigned and decorated cartridge featuring new artwork and a lit-up title marquee. Now in this collection of 10 Atari XP carts, the spines of the boxes all align to spell Atari 50. You can see the first 5 up here. So what must that mean? Number 6 has arrived, and it's Haunted House. This is a game that I played a lot as a kid but didn't understand it because I borrowed it or got it in a trade or something, and I never had the manual. It wasn't until about 20 years ago when I started playing with emulation that I was able to read the manual and understand what a cool game it is. We're going to open up this XP version of Haunted House and take it for a spin right after this. This video supported in part by...
Playing VR, I tend to sweat. It gives me an edge. So King of Nerds happens to give me an edge too. Let King of Nerds give you the edge. Bye, King of Nerds.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, and I am a GenXGrownUp. Thank you so much for the click. You know, if you've been following along with this series, that I've really enjoyed collecting and opening these Atari XP carts. One of the coolest things about them for me is that because I ordered them so long ago, over a year, almost a year ago now in this case, it's like a gift from my past self. Like the money I don't even feel anymore because I bought it so long ago and the money's been gone for so long that now when I get them, it's like, what a surprise! And Haunted House is no exception. What I think is really notable about Haunted House is just how early in the life of the Atari this came out. And if you just look at it, it looks super rudimentary. Just these square boxes with little eyeballs and anyway, but the fact that it is such an enduring, memorable game from the early days of the VCS, I'm sure is why it's been included in this Atari XP series. So without further ado, let's get this guy to the table, open it up, and check out what's inside. As is the case with all these previous XP carts, the box art takes that original artwork, this cool oil painting that we saw on the old box, which I think was brown, maybe, and redesigns it with a big bold Atari at the top in this stark black box. And the front has that artwork, as I mentioned, and the back is effectively kind of a distilled reinterpretation of what was originally on the back of the game. Now, they say 9 video games. As a VCS fan, you know what that means. There's one video game with 9 variations of that video game. And in this case, man, they're serious. Each version of Haunted House, going from 1 through 9, gets more and more difficult until you get to what they call the ultimate Haunted House. We'll look in the manual and see. Number 9, I'm sure, is the one. And it's when everything can happen to you, and the scepter can't even protect you from the ghost anymore. Now, as we have noted, Haunted House is number 6 in this Atari XP line, and the spine art actually completes the word Atari. It has the remainder of the R and the beginning of the I. The 50 will be the remaining 4 cartridges to spell out that part. Down here on the bottom, you have that embossed Atari logo that is both on this side and on the reverse spine, which has no additional artwork whatsoever. Let's get this thing open and check out what they decided to include and what that artwork is on the cart. Now, as we've noticed in previous videos, the box design has no magnet or anything for this front flap. It's a little tuck tab, so as to not damage it, we're going to use this little lifter. Oh, that came open easy. All right, let's see what they did with some Haunted House artwork on this cart. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm on board. This is very Haunted Mansion-y. Look at this. Oh yeah, so we got some bats flying in front of the moon here, just a huge cloud of bats. And then also featured, there's your character, little eyeballs, we got some bats flying around. Somebody noted in the comments that they're not always crediting the original developer of these games, but I think James Andreasen was the developer of Haunted House, if I remember correctly. If I'm not, that's another faux pas on Atari's part, but at least they're giving credit to developers, something they never did when they were around, well, celebrating the 50th anniversary. They didn't do that back in the 70s, as they should have. Now on this side, just this boilerplate, this is their big Atari 50 logo, the vertical style, and just what's the mission statement of these carts. All right, let's get this open and check out the extras before we actually play the game. So here are the standard contents. We have the reprint of the manual, we have a pin, we have a patch, we have the cartridge itself, we'll save that for last, and then we have this little cartridge stand. Why don't we start by taking a peek at this pin? This is without a doubt the smallest pin of the collection so far, and probably my favorite. Look at the bat wings with the evil eyes peeking through there. Now these are plastic, not enamel, they're not metal, but they're sturdy and they have the pin back already on them. And just the Haunted House logo in that standard Atari font. This my favorite pin so far. Yeah, I'm sure of it now. Next is this patch, and I'm starting to realize, if I didn't early on, that I think all of them are in this shield background design. Haunted House Firekeepers, because your score is dependent on how many matches you light, so hence the Firekeepers. And then they have that same bat with the evil eyes on it and little red ears there. Yeah, these are not iron-on, they are sew-on, as we have learned. So you're going to have to get a seamstress to put them on, or in my case, I always just had my mom sew them on my vest for me. Taking a peek at this manual reprint for Haunted House, and it is, I mean, other than the updates to copyright and addresses and stuff like that, this is the same thing. Tells the story of Zachary Graves, that he died in this old house, and the pieces of the urn you have to collect, and the scepter, and all the stuff. And was it, let me see if in fact it was, I'm pretty sure it's number 9, is the toughest. Where's the game options? The game variations, here we go. Game 5. Yeah, there it is. Game number 9. Just, yeah, Ultimate Haunted House, just like I remembered. This is the one where everything is tough. Like the floor plan is crazy, and all the different monsters, and the scepter can't protect you, and they can even move through locked doors. Yeah, we're not going to play option 9. We're going to play game number 1 to just try out this cart when we play it. And then finally, here is that cartridge. So here's that light up top, that marquee, I guess we'll call it. Oh, I didn't notice this before. Not only is there a moon and the cloud of bats, but look at these dark clouds rising up behind the bats. I like that. This looks more like an old medieval castle than Old Man Graves' castle, I guess. I guess it was a castle? Yeah, I suppose so. It's a haunted house, not a haunted castle. Anyway, it's definitely evocative of a haunted, almost Dracula-esque kind of thing. The back of it, just like all of these, has this kind of satin finish Atari logo, and they're identical on all of these. And I have noted before, but not every time, that these are designed so that when you plug them in your cartridge, this side is facing you, unlike old Atari cartridges where the artwork faced away from you, because they know you're going to want to see how pretty this artwork is. And then finally, we have this little plastic or acrylic stand, whatever it is. It has all the requisite pieces. It has paper on it. You take it out, you peel the paper off, you put it together, and you have this nice stand for your cartridge. So you can take the cart, set it right on here, it clicks in place, and you have this lovely stand for your Atari XP cartridge. All right, you ready to play some Haunted House? I know I am. Let's get the Atari out. I've got the Junior all hooked up. Let's plug in our Haunted House and fire it up. Oh, so they maintained that kind of, that wine color, that pink color a little bit, or maybe it's echoing off the cart, I don't know. But it continues the theme, just like we did with Crystal Castles had that. It had that gold color to go with the gold cartridge, kind of. So, nice. I like it. I like it. Let's play some Haunted House. Spooky. All right, let's push the spooky start button. And we're off and running. Every time you strike a match, it's counting those matches, and the fewer matches, the better you're going to do. But you need the light around you to find all the pieces. So, just like to look around each floor up. There's a piece. We already got one. So that goes up. We're on floor 2 now. Whoa, the bat! Oh. You were scared to death is what it says happens when the ghost gets you. Is he still over here? Oh, there's the scepter. All right, you can't carry the scepter and... Can't carry the scepter and the chalice or the urn, whatever, at the same time. That's up. All right, come on. Whoa! Find all these pieces. Oh, there's the second piece of the chalice. Awesome. All right, that goes down. We want to go up to floor 4. Let's see. That goes up. All right, let's have a look around floor 4. Whoa! All right, so we're missing one piece of the urn. All right, so hopefully we can rule out 3rd floor if we check all through here. All right, it's definitely not on 3. So let's go back up to 4. Oh, we know that's there. All right, let's go down to floor 1. Did we miss something on floor 1? Monsters. Oh, there it is. That's all of it. And we're here. All we have to do is go to the exit, which is the center here. Bang! And so our score is 16, and what you want is a lower score if possible. So yeah, we did okay. 16 matches, not too bad. All evaluated and tested. Time to pack it all together. Get the manual, the pin, the patch, the little stand, and of course, that beautiful Haunted House cartridge. Button up this box, close the little flap, and there it goes, right on the shelf, number 6, Haunted House. And there he is, sitting right up there with his brothers, Haunted House. So that's the first 6 in the Atari XP line. But before I even started recording this, I got an email saying that 7 and 8 had been shipped. They are on their way. So as soon as 7 is available, I'll put a link to it right here. The entire playlist of XP cartridges I will put right there. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video though, and I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.